Howdy, folks. It's Dr. Flo here, not telling you what I heard, but what I know. What I know is that you're loved and lovable. You've always been loved and lovable, and you're going to be loved and lovable for the rest of your life. And today we're going to be joined, as always on Sundays, by the brilliantly and fabulously talented Tara Paolo Studio, who's live from her living room in Minnesota, where she's currently boiling water today because something happened in a water tower. Let's be grateful that there's no kid in the well.
Right. Quite right.
Can you introduce yourself to the folks real quick before we get off to the races?
I can. I'm Tara Priolo. I'm your resident Black, biracial, multi-passionate musician. I talk about the ish that nobody wants to talk about and push you to do. Yes.
And we always offer y'all songs, smiles, support, and shenanigans. And what you just saw was just a brief taste of the shenanigans. But shenanigans are great for laughter and keeping the heart joyful and also having fun because Dr. Flo can sometimes be a stick in the mud and why so serious, Dr. Flo? We need not be so serious, especially when we're rooted and grounded in our root chakra, which is known as Muladhara in Sanskrit. It's located at the base of the spine and it governs our sense of security, our groundedness, and our connection to the earth. Some of the key associations are the element of the earth, the color red, the mantra Lam, I am, and also these themes of safety, belonging, physical identity, and tribal connection that connects us into our roots. When you're balanced in your root chakra, it looks like walking barefoot in nature, also known as earthing, which I saw baby Piper do this morning when I woke up. Practicing mindful breath work and grounding meditations, honoring my body with nourishment and rest, and also releasing all inherited beliefs of scarcity and survival. Tara, where have these inherited beliefs of scarcity and survival most shown up for you in the recent few weeks? Has it been in the deportations? Has it been in the food situation in Gaza? Has it been in your own backyard with the water that's going on right now and you having to boil everything you got in the house to keep from an amoeba eating out your brain?
Right. Which is like, I'm like, do I dump out? Like, I think my ice is from last night. So, like, can I use my ice or should I go buy a bag of ice? I feel like I should go buy a bag of ice. Because y'all know me. I need ice. I must eat ice. I was actually, as you started the question, I wasn't even thinking about current events. I was thinking about the belief around how scarce money is, right? Like juxtaposed with the belief that money grows on trees, right? I was thinking about it really in terms of sorry, my husband is sleeping in the chair and he moved and I was like, what happened? I was thinking about it in terms of the scarcity mindset inside of the musician, right? The music industry. And so that it's a continuous cycle that kind of shows up. It's like, oh, there's this one person that makes a lot of money in music, but then everybody else is really poor. And so that's kind of how it shows up for me. And then people, taking gigs that really are not great for them, but they take it anyway because of the survival of it all. And so that's what shows up for me. And that, like, I think we were just talking about this on in the call, but like the Ismatu video talking about the panic paradox, right? That pushes us back into systems that are breaking, which then causes us to believe in scarcity and be in survival mode the majority of the time. And then, we choose to, again, fall back into the system instead of radicalize the thought to get out of that cycle, which is what causes all of the things that you're talking about, the starvation in Gaza, the grape in Sudan, the all of the things that are caused there,
Thank you. Would you like to take us through a breathing exercise to root us at the top of the week before we move into our questions?
I would love to. Y'all, Dr. Flo and Dr. Flo sent the link, but we did I think it was a receiving meditation the other day. And since then, Dr. Flo has been repeatedly saying, as long as we breathe out longer than we breathe in, we'll be good to go. So I want to challenge you all today a little bit. And today is July 13th. We're going to do a little breathing exercise based on the date. So we're going to breathe in for 7 beats, and then we're going to breathe out on whatever feels good for 13. Okay? Weird numbers. 13 is a prime number. Here we go. Breathing in. And out. Blow your extra air out if you have any. Resume breathing normally for a cycle. And then we'll do that one more time. Here we go. Breathe in. And out. Very nice. Blow the rest of your air out. And nice deep breath in.
That felt so good. So the theme of the day is love as foundation. This is part of our larger theme of love through art and creating and sharing art that expresses our love. And Tara and I, in our own special way, either in community or in our solo dolo-ness, we do this every day. And here's some questions to help you reflect. I'll ask you the first 5, and Tara will ask you the rest. Question number 1, and our art focus is all about using colors, textures, and forms that ground us. The first question is, what symbols represent home or safety for you? What images come to mind when you think of ancestral love? What does love feel when it is protective and stabilizing? Not what. How does love feel when it is protective and stabilizing? Is it grounding within you? Does it reduce your hypervigilance? Does it bring balance to your insides and make you feel a little less anxiety and depression than you've been feeling? How does love feel when it's protective and stabilizing? If love were a shelter, what would it look like visually? Well, for me, it's a cave. I love caves. I love going to hide in my cave. I love the protection of a cave. I don't go into too many caves in nature because I don't know what's in there.
There might be a bear. There might be a
bear or angry badger.
Bats.
Yeah. All kinds of things. So, but I let people go in them on TV, and I'll watch it on National Geographic Channel. And then my last question to share is, what roots you in love during chaos? What roots you in love during chaos? My family, my friends, my higher power, meditation, singing, creative expression. You know, my best friend, music, has been with me all my life, and I have a feeling that she will always be there and will open the door for my earth angels like Tara and Poppy and Angie and Hartman and all of our fabulous Lights and Love and Action Network. Love roots me, and then my people help with the rest. Your turn.
My turn. I was watching, y'all. I've got, you can probably hear it, maybe. I've got Alcaraz and Sinner on in the background, and Sinner just broke Alcaraz again, and I got distracted briefly. Anyway, number 6. What physical place makes you feel most loved and grounded? Excuse me. How do you express love through your body and physical care? What would a visual map of your early experiences of love include? That's an interesting one. What would it look like to build a safe space for others through art? And if you sculpted love as a tree, what kind of tree would it be? I have to say mine would be a fruit bearing tree of some kind, either a fruit bearing or a flowering tree. Um, I really, yeah, yeah, I like, or this is so cliche, y'all, so just get prepared. Um, like a willow tree. I love willow trees. I love them. I think that they are so magical. It's probably like I hate the dragon fruit trees in Grow a Garden, but I like them because they remind me of a willow tree, like the way that they hang down and like you can go underneath and look up. I think that is so beautiful. So either fruit bearing or grandmother willow tree. Um, yeah, I think I would love to do. I think the practice that I'm gonna take forward, or the question that I'm gonna take forward through this week, and probably think a lot about, would be,
Ziggy, stop.
yeah, hello Ziggy. What would a visual map of your early experiences of love include? I think that's a really interesting question, and I would love to explore it throughout the week. So I think I'll take that one with me. You know.
I love that. I would love to explore that with you in our clubhouse rooms and in our masterminds and all of that, and maybe even get a pen and paper and some colored pencils and try to draw it out to see exactly what it looks like Ismatu was doing on TikTok this morning. If I sculpted a tree of love, it would be a sycamore tree, one of
Oh,
those giant trees in the redwood forest. Or maybe it's redwood.
those are
It's
sequoias.
sycamore.
Those are sequoias. Are they not?
That's my answer. Sequoia trees.
Sequoias. Have you
Yeah.
ever been? You've never been there. When you come to Minnesota, I will take you up to my mother's house, where my mother's house is very close to this forest called the Lost 40. And it's 40 acres of land that was never mapped. Like it wasn't put on any map for a long time. It was just a missing 40 acres. And the trees there are huge and beautiful. And it's pine trees, but it's gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And whenever we talk about the sequoias, I always think of the Lost 40 in Minnesota. Yeah.
Any big tree that I cannot even wrap my arms around, that's how I want to envision love in my life. Being so expansive and so large that I can't even wrap my arms around it. And whatever chaos, storm, or weather pattern comes, I won't be knocked over because the roots are just that deep and the trunk is just that strong. That's how I want my love to be. And that's how I want y'all to feel love off of us in Love in Action Network, where we encourage, equip, and empower bold dreamers to follow their bliss by using their time, talent, and treasure for good on the planet every day. And if you've enjoyed what you've heard today over on Substack, Spotify, Apple Podcast, Android Podcast, Google Podcast, wherever you are sourcing our reels and our love, YouTube Shorts, TikTok, and beyond, just know that we're sending you love. We always want you to stay in your power, stay in your joy, and stay loved and lovable. And we hope to see you later in the week. Stay groovy, everybody. Take care.